guys, it's Kelly. I'm back with a process video. This layout is for the Wild Hare Kit Club. I am using my September kit and it is basically focusing on Amy Tan's Shine On collection. And I am scrapping yet another softball photo. These papers just work so well, not only with, the black uniform that has orange numbers on it, but the dirt in the field. I can obviously print my photos in black and white, but sometimes I really like color, and these supplies just work so well. So if you have softball or baseball photos, with that field, that I'm talking about, the clay dirt, then if you are looking for some different products, check these out. I really like the way that they work together. So for this layout, I am lifting a layout of Rachel's, who's a member of the design team. We challenged each other to lift a layout and we were assigned a person, and I'm going to try to remember to insert her layout in. I will have it, I'm pretty sure on my Instagram if I forget to do it on here. But Rachel made a really fun layout, and I was really inspired by the paper layers and the title that is on the side of the photo. And you'll see how in just a minute I'm going to, rearrange some of my die cuts and things so that I can be a little bit more true to her layout with the title placement. So I am just taking my edge distressor and distressing the edges of this pattern paper. This is probably one of my favorite patterns of this collection. I love the other side, the triangles. It's just, I have not had a chance to use it. It just hasn't, that side has not worked with any of my photos. And that black with the asterisk is just so fun, and I feel like it's like a great neutral. So I'm just going through the sticker book to get an idea of what I want to layer, and I was looking to see if there were any titles that were large enough that I could put on the side of the photo just like Rachel had done, and I didn't really see anything, so I will off camera go through my stash and I'm going to pull out some Amy Tan thickers and make something work with that. So because I wanted to move this camera around, I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. I just took it and put it on a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to fussy cut around it. When I have clear stickers like this and I'm not sure, where exactly I want to put them, I just find that this works so well. It doesn't alter anything, I guess, as far as, the look of the sticker. It just helps, give you or at least me, because I can be so indecisive, it just gives me the ability to move it around on the page until I can finally figure out where I want to stick it down. So this is where I am pulling out the thicker title Friends, and that once I moved the die cut to the right hand side of the photo and put the word thicker down on the left, it was perfect, and it was exactly what Rachel had done, and I was so happy with the way that looked. I felt like things were starting to balance one another. I loved that black bold title, and just trying to balance out that bold black at this point. So I thought briefly that I would put a doily behind the photo just to soften up the black a little bit, but I didn't like it. Shocking, I know, for me not to like a doily behind a photo. The doily was just too delicate, and I really didn't want to, I don't know, just mess with the layers by pulling. I have other doilies that I could have used, but I felt like that was just not where this page needed to go. So I just thought that was kind of funny, shocking. I did not like a doily behind my photo. So I'm going to go ahead and get things stuck down. I am, like I said, I'm liking the way this is looking. It's, fresh. It's a little different. I'm loving the colors, and I'm trying to figure out the exact spot, because I know that the title takes up a lot of visual space, and so I want to make sure that I have the right amount of white space to the left. When I'm doing things like this, I find that I really crave that visual rest space, that white space. And I know some people really struggle with that, and I'll see other pages and they have very little white space and I think they look amazing. It's just something about my design, you know, when I do it, that I feel like I need to have that white space. So because I have put the photo up on craft foam, I am going to put some craft foam underneath that floral die cut as well. And I did put 2 layers under that, under one of the edges of the floral die cut, just to really allow that, you know, part of the die cut to rest on top of the photo, and it also gave me a little bit of wiggle room as to where I wanted to place this black flower that I am messing with. I decided on that right lower hand corner because it, to me, when I'm looking at it, I'm trying to have a balance of that dark color. That black is very black, and you know, that's exactly what you want when you're, you know, using some of these products. It works well. I love the contrast, but I'm trying to balance it out so that when I'm looking at the page, that my eye can look across the page and read the page as a whole and not immediately go to that stark contrast. So again, I'm just going through the stickers and trying to see what will work and what looks nice. I tried to get this little bunny. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you followed me for any length of time, you know how much I love these little animals and things like that. But it just didn't seem to work. I, you know, tried the gray. I didn't like that one either. Fortunately, these stickers have a little bit of give. I was able to peel them up off my cardstock and they will still stick no problem whatsoever, you know, once I go to use them again. I did take this black leafy vine type and I put it to the right hand side of that journaling spot. I'm just going to journal about, you know, my daughter's, this is one of her besties, and just, you know, how sweet they are when, you know, they're together. It is just really, it's really nice to have a team where, you know, my girl she's got 2 really close friends and then girls that she gets along with beautifully. So it's so nice because that's hard to find when you have a bunch of girls. All the moms of girls, I'm sure you understand that. So it's just, it's nice to know that all the time that she's spending is with people that she loves. So like I had mentioned earlier, I'm trying to balance out the black, and I felt like this little strip of pattern paper at the top would help just, you know, even out the contrast on the page. And usually if I do like a header, I'll put a footer at the bottom, you know, to balance it out as well, but I really liked the way that this worked, so I'm just going to leave that thin strip of pattern paper up top. So I do want to add some foam underneath that black flower as well. The page is pretty dimensional, but it's not so dimensional to where I think it's going to really make a huge difference in my album. And at this point, I don't care. If it does, if it means I get 1 less page, I get 1 less page. Honestly, I probably have 100 layouts that I need to file away in albums, and I probably need to buy a few more albums. It's just hasn't been in the budget for right now. So, you know, I'm just, with my layouts, I'm just putting them in piles so I can eventually get to it. Leave me a comment below if you're in my shoes. You know, I'm just been kind of struggling with the albums because I loved the We Are Memory Keepers albums, and now you can't really find them, so I'm not sure what to use. So you can also leave me a comment if you have a good album that you like. That's not through the roof expensive. I cannot afford a $50 album, no matter how nice it is, just because I, you know, have too many pages. Anyway, so this is pretty much it with the page. I am going to sprinkle some of these Amy Tan pink puffy heart stickers around the page, and I love the way that they looked. I'm also going to water down some black acrylic paint and use some spray mist around the page as well. So I wanted to try to balance off that aqua flower up top, but you know, I just felt like it was too much. The pink wasn't the right shade of pink, and I didn't like it, and I thought I would, and I finally was like, you know, you just gotta stop trying to make something work when it's obviously not going to work for you. So I did pull out one other sticker that says love, because how can you not, you know, when you've got your besties, you know, with you. Number 30 has her arm, they have their arms together, like crossed, holding on to one another as they're watching and cheering on their teammates. It's just, you know, these are the moments that I love to watch. So again, the last little things that I'm doing, I wanted to take a few of these stickers. They're the clear stickers, and I'm just putting them around the clusters a little bit to add a little more detail. And oh, I forgot the sequins. Spiegel Mom Scraps made this beautiful set of sequins that are exclusive to the Wild Hare kits, and I'm just going to take a couple, and I thought that I was going to use some of the peach or the aqua as well, but I end up just using the white. I felt like between the puffy hearts and all the color that was going on, that the white just added a little bit of a subtle detail. And you know, for me, that's what I love to add onto the page. Those little subtle details that you may not necessarily see the first time that you look at the page, but once you know, really take a look and you slow down, that's when you see these little bits. And so those are I think the last thing, well, other than the splatters. So I'm thinking I'm finally embracing the black splattering. It's only taken me, I don't even know how many years, probably since I started my YouTube channel, and the acrylic paint definitely works the best, I think. And then I will take my brush once I get some of the splatters down, and I will strategically add a few more light splatters where I missed. I did cover up my photo in the journaling spot just because I didn't want to have like one big blob, you know, land. And I did take up the suede flower as well because I didn't want, with my luck, I would get one big black blob right on the center of the flower and it wouldn't look good. So anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.